So, if you're a recent grad or about to be one, you might be feeling a little anxious, right? You did the work, you got the degree, you polished up the resume, but the entry-level job market feels weirdly quiet. You are not imagining things. So, what is really going on? And more importantly, what should your next move be? Okay, let's break it all down. And that's really the million-dollar question, isn't it? It feels like that first rung on the career ladder has just been yanked away, right as you were about to step on it. In this explainer, we're going to dig into exactly why this is happening. All right, first things first. That feeling you have that jobs are scarce, it is not in your head. It is very real. That traditional path, college degrees straight into a good job, yeah, that pipeline is seriously clogged right now. And the data completely backs it up. And look, this isn't just a vibe. You can see it right here in the numbers. At top universities, campus placement rates have actually dropped from around 90% down to 80%. Now, that 10-point drop might not sound huge, but that represents thousands and thousands of graduates who were expecting a clear path forward. So what's causing this logjam? Well, for one, fewer big-named companies are even showing up to campus recruiting events. And those classic entry-level fresher roles, like quality assurance, level 1 tech support, junior dev jobs, those are the exact ones that are shrinking. Then you throw in the tens of thousands of global tech layoffs, and bam, you've got way more people fighting for far fewer seats. Okay, so the big question is, why? Why are all these companies suddenly hitting the brakes on hiring fresh talent? Well, the answer really comes down to a new game that everyone is playing. It's called the AI wait-and-see game. And this right here? This is the heart of the issue. Companies are basically hitting pause on hiring. They know AI is a total game changer, but they're waiting to see exactly how it's going to reshape their business before they invest in a bunch of new people. And that leaves new grads like you stuck right in the middle of this temporary bottleneck. Let's make this super concrete. The old way of doing things, a company might hire, say, 50 new grads to handle things like writing test scripts or managing support tickets. Pretty standard stuff. But the new playbook is totally different. Now, that same company is probably thinking, let's just pilot an AI tool to automate all of that and maybe hire 10 senior people to manage it. You see what happens? Those entry-level jobs just evaporate. This whole shift creates what people are starting to call a diamond-shaped organization. The bottom of the diamond, that entry-level base, gets really, really small. The company gets much heavier in the middle with experienced employees, and then you have a small layer of leadership at the top. So that first rung on the talent ladder, it's not gone, but man, it is getting a lot harder to reach. So this all leads to a massive question, and it's probably one you've been asking yourself. If getting a job straight out of college is this hard, should you just go back to school? Is getting a master's degree the secret key to bypass this whole mess? Well, that's the big gamble we need to talk about. I mean, on the surface, the argument for it looks incredible. One major study found that, on average, people with a master's or a doctoral degree can earn about 83% more over their lifetime. That is a massive potential return on investment. And you knew there was a but coming, right? This is a really big one. That number, it doesn't tell the whole story anymore. That huge earnings boost is absolutely not guaranteed. In today's market, there's a major catch you really need to be aware of. Here's the deal. The new equation for whether a grad degree is worth it now comes down to three things: the quality and brand of the school, its real-world relevancy, and your timing. If any of those are off, the whole thing can backfire, costing you way more than you ever get back. This leaves you with two main strategic paths. Path A, get to work now. Land any relevant role you can, even if it feels small, and just get 1 to 2 years of real-world experience under your belt. Or Path B, go for the grad degree right away. But, and this part is crucial, it has to be a top-tier program with a great brand, a strong placement network, and hands-on projects. And according to our source material, the verdict is pretty clear. The smartest move in the current climate is to prioritize experience first. Get your foot in the door, understand how the working world actually operates, and then use that graduate degree to accelerate your career, not just to start it. Okay, so we understand the landscape and we get the high-level strategy. Now, let's get practical and turn this into your new career playbook, a concrete plan you can put into action right away. Here it is, a 5-point action plan. First, land a role, any relevant role, now. Real experience is your top priority. Second,
If you do go for a master's, choose it wisely. We'll touch on that more in a second. Third, build up your soft skills and become adaptable. Fourth, create a portfolio that actually showcases your work. And fifth, network with intention. Build connections that can turn into real opportunities.
So let's double-click on choosing that master's degree. What does smartly actually mean? It means looking beyond just the university's reputation to their actual placement statistics. It means choosing a program with real-world projects and internships baked right in. And crucially, it means finding a curriculum that's aligned with sectors where automation is moving slower, like cybersecurity or compliance tech. This all brings us to the AI paradox. It's so easy to feel like AI is a curse, right? It's making the old rulebook totally outdated. But there is a huge flip side to this coin. The real opportunity isn't to compete with AI. It's to become the person who works with AI. Your new goal is to pivot. Instead of doing the tasks that AI can automate, you want to become the expert who designs the AI systems, who secures them from threats, who audits their performance, and who integrates them into the business. These are the high-value skills of the very near future. Yes, the job market is tight, and yes, AI is a massive disruptive force. But that old saying holds a new kind of truth. Interesting times create interesting careers. This isn't a dead end. It's a fork in the road, and you're in a unique position to navigate it. So let's end with this. The ladder hasn't disappeared. It's just that the first rung is a little higher, and the path up looks different than it did before. The question isn't, where is the ladder? The real question is, are you going to climb?